0, 1, 2, 3. Let's get started.
Hey, this is Dana, and today we're putting up our garden fence. We went and rented a trencher so we could put in our sprinkler lines today. So that's what we're doing today. As you can see, Andy's using the trencher. The trencher because it would be a lot easier to cut than in our super hard clay soil. And we're trying to dig down about 18 inches so that he can lay the sprinkler lines. He kind of did a drawing and figured out where each line is going to go and each sprinkler head. Weeks ago, I told Andy that I wanted to start building things, and so he thought that the garden fence would be a good one to start on. So I I'm officially halfway done, and I have made all of it except Andy put in the posts, and he made the garden gate just to make sure it was the right width and that it was square. But I hung it, and I have put up all the rails and all the pickets, and I've sanded and cut everything to length. So I'm pretty proud of myself. So this is the second half of the fence. Everything that we're using is reclaimed or is free pallet wood, taken apart and sanded, and then I'm gonna paint it black. Andy's gonna build me a little arbor to go over the top posts over the gate, so it's gonna look super cute. So here we go. I'm starting to put up the rails, and so I figured out where the lowest point where I wanted one side to be, and then I took the level and made it board level, not level with the ground. And then I used our impact drill to drill it in with special screws. They have a star. See if I can link them below. And so I did that, and then I used our Sawzall to cut the extra ends off because apparently I can't measure the correct length. So I hurried and did that. And then I just measured the distance that I did with the other ones, the other side that I did the day before, and just made it the same height from the bottom rail. And here I am struggling with our cheapo clamps, trying to get it to clamp in, and I was getting super frustrated, so it pretty much gave up clamping anything, and I went and got new ones. So I like the new ones. They're DeWalt. It's well worth spending a little extra on some nicer clamps. And so I just leveled it out again and clamped it on, and then I screwed it in again with my impact drill. So making sure it's nice and level. So here are the boards that we sanded earlier. So I started by putting one in right up against the post, and then I have one of the boards that I found that's the right width that I wanted. I wanted 2.5 inches between each board, and so I just put it up and butted up, and then put the next board up next to it, if that makes sense. I lined up all the bottoms with the bottom of the bottom rail. That was a lot of bottoms, sorry. So that's just how I put it up, and then I just kept using that guide for each time, and it was so much easier using the clamp to hold it in, because before I was trying to hold it in with just one hand and trying to screw with the other hand, and that was just so hard. Every now and then I would check the level. They're not perfect boards, and so they will get out of level eventually. And so I just checked it to make sure it was within, I mean, it wasn't too crazy out of level. So, and I just kept doing that until I was all the way done. So the last couple of boards in each section, I would kind of fudge them a little bit so that I didn't have like a skinny little space left at the end next to the post. But most of the time it worked out pretty good that the boards fit in pretty good.
0, 1, 2, 3.
Hey, here she is, all done. Oh.
Oh, that's real good.
Why they stopping me? Stopping me.